What's up guys, Bilingual Duelist here, and today we are in Akihabara, Japan, Tokyo, and I'm going to show you 15 crazy card shops I really can recommend to you guys. It will be a full in-depth guide, and all the places I show you today will also be in the description box below, so check them out and let's get to the first card shop. Let's go! Alright guys, we finally arrived at our first location for today's video, which is Cardshop Clove. And this place guys, I recently found myself. It is a very new place and it is a place I very recommend to you guys. And by the way guys, if you're in Japan, if you're here in Akihabara, all the places I'm showing you in this video will be also linked in the description box below, so check them out if you're in Japan, and let's see what the first card shop has to offer. This place actually I just found out recently, and it is very stacked and they have a lot of cool stuff to offer. Let's maybe go to the first thing I want to show you guys. Check this out. Actually they have some very nice ARS graded cards right here, and it's not just any ARS graded cards, it's actually quite insane ones. Aquamador, Onna Kenshi Kanan, a lot of very cool stuff. You will see everything in the B-roll a little bit closer. And if we continue here with the showcases, it's just crazy. They have so many ultimate rares. And the cool thing about Clove is actually, maybe you can show them this a little closer, is that they have the conditions of the cards like on the actual price label. So they have A, they have B, they have B+, and so on. So it's actually quite transparent and you don't have to ask the stuff every single time to show you every individual card. And it's just a crazy place. I showed you the regular ultimate rares. They also have an Asian English section right here, and also quite rare to see stuff like that in Akihabara. Even here, I mean, I went to Osaka recently and it was really hard to find Asian English cards, so it's actually quite breathtaking how many insane cards they have gathered in this one place, Card Shop Clove. Alright, and next up I wanted to show you this showcase because insane promos, all of them are inside of here. And it is just crazy guys. They have tournament promo cards, they have recent promo cards like the Blackluster Soldier, which recently came out in vanilla. Crazy card. If you don't know anything about this, I've already made a video about this card. There is a Holo Acti here as well, 10,000 copies but given out like 10 years ago, so again a very rare card. And it's just crazy how much awesome stuff they have. They even have a PSA 10 Blue Eyes White Dragon here in Ultimate Rare. And the coolest thing is that this is actually the misprint, so the deep blue eyes, and it's at a crazy price of 1.8 million yen. And one more cool thing is, once you enter the shop, you are actually greeted with some pretty insane showcases. Last time I came here, I saw a Jump Festa Blue Eyes in Secret Rare. This time it's a prize card. It's actually the Chaos Emperor Dragon. Price is even crazier, 5 million yen. So which is about 30,000 US dollars, so a really crazy price. And stuff like that you can find here at Cardshop Clove. So a very cool place. I'm happy that I found this place and also that I was able to show you this place. They also have Pokemon cards and some Magic cards, but today I'm only going to show you the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. And let's continue with the next card shop. Alright guys, so about a 2 to 3 minute walk, and now we are back here at the station area. And we are going to Rajyo-Kaikan, a place which has a lot of card shops inside of it. Let's see what they have for us. So first of all guys, we take the elevator to the 9th floor because all the magic is happening there. Alright guys, so here are 3 card shops in total and we are going to check out each of one of them. Alright guys, and what you have to know is this place here is actually a satellite shop. So the card Labo in Rajyo-Kaikan is a satellite shop, and the cool thing is that you can actually win lotteries and buy special products here in those satellite shops, so keep that in mind when you come to Akihabara. So this is the 9th floor of Radio Kaikan, guys. 3 places: Card Labo, Full Comp, and Big Magic. My personal place is definitely Card Labo. I've often find some deals there already, but obviously you can always find deals in any shop. And there's 2 more levels we are going to check out today. So now we are going to head to the 6th floor to Yellow Submarine. Alright guys, so we just went to Yellow Submarine, and the cool thing about Yellow Submarine is that it is not only a TCG card place, they also have a lot of other things like board games and also models you can build yourself. But for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, they are very stacked, so check them out. And right now we are already on the 5th floor, right in front of Cardshop Magi, one of the card places I love the most because they have the most insane inventory. Like this one as well, I just found that they just have these very old Volume 1 boxes here just stacked, and it is absolutely crazy what their inventory is like. So let's have a look at Cardshop Magi on the 5th floor right now. Alright guys, so this was Cardshop Magi here in Radio Kaikan 5th floor, guys. Remember the 5th floor? And it is an insane place. I've just shown you a few very unique pieces. And actually here, as you can see, they also have some weird stuff like insect cards. Super weird stuff. But if you're into that, they also have some weird stuff for you guys. And there's actually another Cardshop Magi here in Akihabara, a second store here. And we will go there later. But for now, we are done with Cardshop Magi and also this building. So we're now heading on to the next location. Let's head outside. Let's see what else we can find.
By the way, is Akihabara your favorite place to card hunt?
Yeah, good question actually. I recently went to Osaka and a lot of people were telling me, hey, Osaka is basically the second Akihabara. Yeah, it's really cool to card hunt there. And I went there and I have to say, Osaka was really cool and they had a lot of stuff. But on the other hand, Akihabara is like the #1 for sure. There is no card shop which really came close to the variety and amount of cards we had in Akihabara. So I would say Akihabara is the best here in Tokyo, and then there's Osaka. Alright guys, we are already at our next destination, which is Hobby Station, just over my shoulder right there. And just for you guys, there is also a Hobby Station in Radio Kaikan, the building we just went to. But I definitely recommend this small place right here in the small street because they have way better deals than the one in Radio Kaikan. Let's see what they have for us.
Yo, can you tell us where we are?
Yeah, man. Actually, we are now at a very famous street here in Akihabara. It's the so-called Maid Street. You will see in a second why. And here on the Maid Street, there's actually a very, very cool card shop, and we will check them out right now. And here is actually the place I was talking about. It is FukuFuku Toreka, and recently they opened a new place here, just right here. And the former place we usually went to is on the 4th floor, so there's 2 places now. And I'm allowed to film here a little bit today, so I will show you what they have. It is really crazy. Let's have a look. So first of all, guys, you can see this really crazy tower here. A lot of cards like in the center of the card shop, which is insane. I've never seen something like this. I absolutely love the way how they display the cards. And all around this middle tower here, they have a lot of showcases like stacked here with Pokemon cards here on my left. A lot of very, very rare cards, very expensive cards as well. And the trend continues now with Yu-Gi-Oh! So if we go here, you can see there's a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards as well, guys. Check these cards out, guys. It is absolutely crazy what they have here. One price card after each other. So high prices here. I mean, most of these cards are worth like a small car or even a pretty decent car. Absolutely crazy. And yeah, that's how crazy this place is. So a huge recommendation from me. And later we will also check out the second level of FukuFuku Toreka, which is just above this place right here. Alright guys, if you would ask me what else can you do despite of card shopping here in Akihabara, there is a few things you can do here as well, and one of them is basically right behind me. It is actually a retro game shop, so you can buy Game Boy games, Nintendo 64 games, PlayStation games and so on. It's really fun to hunt these down as well because there's a lot of nostalgia involved with them as well. If you're into TCGs, probably you also have played at least a few video games here and there. Despite of that, there's obviously the maid, so you could try yourself to go to a maid cafe maybe. It's a fun experience. And despite of that, there's also the choice to go to the game centers here in Japan. But we will go to a game center a little bit later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. Right now we will go to the second floor of FukuFuku Toreka and let's see what other treasures they have for us. Super crazy stairs here, guys. The most steep stairs in Akihabara. Oh damn. So many stairs, but definitely worth it. Let's get into the second level here of FukuFuku Toreka. Check this out, guys. One of the craziest shelves ever. A lot of sealed boxes from Yu-Gi-Oh! Just mind-blowing. You can see all these sealed boxes. These are unopened sealed boxes. Sometimes they also have open boxes here, but these are sealed, guys. Really, really crazy. Also a lot of high-end cards up here. More sealed boxes over here. Super, super nice to see these. I mean, these are actually rare, guys. It seems like you're seeing these everywhere in my videos, but actually this is the only place in Japan where you can actually find these, so don't get this confused, guys. These are very, very rare boxes. Next up, guys, also some graded cards over here. And this is the craziest thing ever. We have a lot of Asian English Ultimate Rares graded with PSA, with BGS and ARS, Japan's grading card service. So much cool stuff here. Let's see what else they have. Alright guys, check this out. This is like an old Bandai Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's basically the first Yu-Gi-Oh card which ever came out. And these cards were not included in packs. You actually had to buy these from these kind of machines. Which is super nice to see that they like were able to restore a machine from 20 years ago. And it is super easy. You basically put in some money here and then you pull the knob to turn the knob, and then the cards will coming out directly from here. And yeah, this is the way how you acquire these very old Bandai cards. Super awesome that they have the machine here. Alright guys, what do you think? This was FukuFuku Toreka. First we went to the first floor, now we are at the fourth floor, the second place, and both of these places are just insane how stacked these places are with insane cards, with sealed products. Everything is here. Try to show you the most insane stuff I've seen here today. Absolutely mind-blowing. What do you think about that Bandai vending machine? It's the only one I've ever seen like in Japan. Super awesome to see. Hope you enjoyed. And it's finally time to move on to another card place. And it's actually one of the best places as well. We are going to Cardshop Magi right now, so stay tuned. Let's go. Alright guys, so actually there's one more place I definitely want to check out, and it is on the way. So we will delay the big card shop to the end of the video maybe, and we will go to a different place. For now, let's go to BeeHonpo, also a legendary card place guys, very cool place with a lot of different cards and a lot of different products. Let's check them out, and then at the end of the video we'll go to the craziest card shop you've ever seen.
Yo, actually, what's the best time to visit Akihabara or Japan in general?
I mean, I would say the best time is definitely in spring and maybe also in autumn, because summer times here in Japan are really hot and it can get very humid here. So I would really recommend coming in spring, maybe also in autumn, because then the humidity is gone. Like currently it is October and it is just super nice to be here. And I would say autumn or spring is the perfect time to come here to Cardhunt and visit Japan in general. Guys, I think there's a new card place over here. Yeah, it's actually a card shop. Let's check it out. I've never been here. Let's see what we find here. Alright guys, this place right here is actually a very new place. They were just founded in August and they're a place focusing on Pokemon cards. Let's see what they have. Actually looks really impressive. I really like how it looks. And it's a fully Pokemon style card shop. The only Pokemon card here. They have a huge playing zone, as you can see. At least 10 people, which is already kinda big for like Japan. You have to imagine the rents here in Japan and Tokyo are very expensive, so therefore like these smaller places are actually quite big here in Japan. Let's see what they have around themselves here. Oh, okay. They have like storage corners over here as well, so you can dig into the cards. You can like check every single card right here. Like every single card has its price right here. And sometimes you can really get lucky and find some gems in here. I think that maybe the card shops are actually hiding some things here sometimes, so that actually people do the search and the hunt. It is really exciting and fun to do. But there's also other places which have like Yu-Gi-Oh card storage boxes and storage corners we'll check out in a bit. But let's check out what else they have here. As you can see, they also have some sealed product here, mostly like deck boxes and like binders and so on. But really cool to see the variety of Pokemon cards they have here. And yeah, cool to see new places coming here for Tokyo Akihabara. It's always nice because usually like every 1 to 2 months there's a new shop popping up, and there's sometimes also shops disappearing. So it's always fun to explore the cities here, which is also why I usually come once or twice a month to Akihabara. Alright guys, cool place. And right here we have another very interesting place, because here there's actually only vending machines to sell the cards, so there's no stuff, there is no cards which you can see in showcases. Let's have a look there and see how it looks. Really unique. So I would say quite interesting to see that there's only vending machines. Very unfortunate that there's no Yu-Gi-Oh, so I didn't really bother to try. But would you like to see a video about these vending machines in the future where I try my luck? Let me know in the comments, guys. Alright, let's head on to the next place. And guys, we are currently on our way to BeeHonpo still. And here's a few other card shops I've never really checked out. They are quite small places. So there are a lot of these smaller places here in Akihabara as well. You can explore if you have enough time. But I'm not going there today. It's not a big place. So let's move on to BeeHonpo. Alright guys, so this was BeeHonpo, a very cool card place, and if you have seen, huge playing space. The last place we went to had about 10 places. This place probably had about 3 times as much spaces, so 30 seats for players. Really cool. And by the way, did you see the small crane machinery they had for like the gachas? Also really cool content that you can like do lotteries to win TCG prizes. Yeah, really cool place. And they also have huge storage card boxes where you can spend literally hours in. Super nice place, very recommended. Check them out if you're here in Akihabara. Damn, it's actually getting quite late already. Also very dark. But we still have a few card shops left, guys. So no excuses, let's continue our hunt. And the next place should be Surugaya. So let's go to Surugaya.
I heard that I can sell my cards in Japan. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I mean, actually that's true. You can sell your cards here in Japan. There's just a small caveat there. There are some places, for example, Cardshop Magi, which we already went to. They only accept like cards being sold from Japanese people. I don't really know why, but it's just how they deal with like cards. So there is places you can definitely sell your cards. There's also places where you can't sell your cards. You can always try though, but don't expect to get like big money, because you're actually taking a shortcut here, because selling your cards in Japan and dumping them at the store means that you won't get as much money as you could get if you sell them privately, obviously, right? So there's that, but you can sell them here, yeah.
And is it possible to get a discount of any sorts?
So, I mean, in general, it's very unpolite or even considered rude in Japan to ask for discounts. But there is a small workaround which works in some shops, because some shops, they actually have so-called point cards. I mean, I can actually show you one. I have one in my pocket here. And not every shop has these. But it looks like this, basically, for example, from FukuFuku Toreka. And if you pay cash, not credit card, if you pay cash, you can actually give them this card as well. And for example, if you buy for $100, they will give you $1 off. So basically, or not off, they will give you points worth $1. So this is technically a way you can get discounts, but you can't really negotiate the prices. So never do that.
Okay.
Alright guys, we now arrived at Surugaya, a staple place in my card hunts. Let's see what they have for us in store. Yeah guys, so that was Surugaya, a place I always go to, and I would say they have insane promo cards, they're very expensive, and if you have enough budget they will definitely have the correct cards for you. Despite of that, also quite a big selection of board games and other stuff, and also a huge variety of sleeves and binders. So if you are on the market to buy some sleeves, you will probably find them here at Surugaya. Definitely check them out if you want to. And now we are going to the next place. Let's go. Guys, what do you say to the evening Akihabara? Beautiful lights, right? And actually huge thanks to everyone who is still watching the video. I'm also trying my best to keep you guys entertained. If you want, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I also do have a Patreon where I'm also doing some hidden content which will never appear on the channel, so definitely consider subscribing to my Patreon as well. And the next card place is actually directly on the left of my shoulder, right over there. It's a little bit of a shady place this time, but I promise it's actually a very cool place where I already found some deals in the past. So let's have a look there. Let's go, guys. Alright guys, so this was Full Comp, and Full Comp is known for like having a lot of playable cards. So usually this place only has cards for players, but as you have seen, they also had some vintage sealed Yu-Gi-Oh boxes lying around there, just waiting for one of you coming here and pick them up. So it's actually quite crazy what the Full Comp here in Akihabara has to offer compared to Full Comps in different areas in Japan. But really cool, and definitely recommend a place you can check out. And now we're going to the card place. I already did an interview like quite a while back. It's Cardshop Eldorado. It is one of the final card shops of today's video. So hope you enjoyed, and let's go to the next card shop. Alright guys, check out this awesome card place here. And what I really want to show you is actually on my left here. Check this out guys. This is a huge uncut sheet of EX Dark Magicians and Blue Eyes White Dragon. I have never seen this one anywhere else. This is the only one I know exists, and it's absolutely crazy to see like this is how in the factory the cards were actually cut in sheets and how they were made. So crazy, mind-blowing piece of history we have here. So only for just seeing this, it is probably already worth coming over to Cardshop Eldorado. Really cool place. And despite of that, there's also a lot of other stuff. I mean, most of this stuff here is decoration, I would say. It's not necessarily for sale. But on the other side here of the card shop, you can see they have plenty of cards for sale. And they have quite a lot of bargains as well, because they have like cards graded in lower conditions. But even though they're lower conditions, the prices are actually really good. So picking up some binder copies for your binders is a really good thing you can do here at Cardshop Eldorado.
Yo man, how much is this worth?
I honestly don't really know, because these things, they literally don't exist. So it is basically however or how much anyone wants to pay, the price will go. Rough estimate, maybe 30,000 USD, something in that ballpark. It will be crazy, because I know that there's only this one here, and there was no other sheet like coming up in the recent past years, so it will be a crazy high price. So I can't really tell you, unfortunately, but it's super cool to see. I do check this out. They also have like Pokemon. Looks super sleek, right? Very nice. I love it. presentation in the shop is insane. And actually on the other side, check this out. They have a lot of Pokemon cards as well. So it is the best place basically for Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon cards. So yeah, get your Pokemon cards. Maybe here they have a huge selection, and I can just really recommend this place. It's one of the most beautiful places we've been here today, right? I think there's not really that much. Yeah,
I think so too.
yeah. So very cool. All right, and now it's time to finally move on to the very last place. It's been quite a while today, guys. Thank you for sticking around until the very end, and it will be worth it. Let's go to Cardshop Magi.
Is there a particular season where it's good to buy cards? Like, are there seasons where there are a lot of cards on the market or available?
To be honest, I mean, I have experienced like less cards like only one time, so I can't really say it's like bound to certain seasons or whatever. But what I'm very sure of is, yeah, somewhat in the summer and also in the winter when Christmas is coming close, I think a lot of people are actually selling their cards to buy gifts for their families and friends. So maybe around Christmas time and also in the summer times when a lot of people go on vacation, might be a good time to come here and to actually have a little bit more variety and quantity of cards. But that's just like my gut feeling. I can't really tell you if that's actually the case, because the last time I saw like a difference in availability was like quite recently, and right now it's autumn. So yeah, maybe, but I can't really tell you for sure.
Yo, we saw a lot of stores today.
Yeah.
Before we get to the last one more question. Is there any differences in price? Like, if I want to grab a nice deal, are there particular stores that have better prices than others, or how is the price structure here?
Yeah, good question. So usually there's a lot of places which are chains, right? So there is not only one place called BeeHonpo or Hobby Station. There's multiple ones throughout whole Japan. And usually these stores have actually like list prices. So you can't really get huge price differences because they have like prices from their company. So they can't really do like individual pricing. But smaller places, like we've seen today already, for example, the last card shop Eldorado, they are doing the prices on their own. So definitely you can actually be lucky and get very nice quality cards there and actually get certain cards cheaper at one store than another store. One more thing I can add to that discussion is that obviously the cards which are sold in the card shops, they need to be graded by individual persons, right? So sometimes it happens that a person is more lean or more harsh on the grading, and therefore prices can even differ within a certain shop. So actually, if you ask me, you can always get different prices because there's just always different persons assessing the conditions of the cards, and therefore you can definitely find and score deals. So this is why I'm going to every single place I know, and this is how card hunting is done. Alright guys, so we finally arrived at our final destination. My most anticipated card shop, as always, is Cardshop Magi. And don't get these mixed up, guys. We already went to a Cardshop Magi in the Rajio Kaikang like way earlier today. But there's actually a second one here in Akihabara. And usually this place has the very, very high-end and cool stuff. So I'm very excited to check this place out. And it will also be a huge reward to every single one of you who is still watching. Let's have a look at the most epic card shop of Akihabara. Guys, I actually found something crazy here. Check out this Gate Guardian here. This is actually a Bandai Gate Guardian, and there's only 7,000 copies in the whole world. And it's also graded, and it happened to be a Gem Mint 10, so it's basically the best grade you can get for a card. For a card from 1998. So this is actually the reason why Cardshop Magi is so insane, because there's actually so much cool stuff. Also the card right next to it, is also very limited card. Also only 10,000 copies available. The Holo Akti, the God card, the Fusion of the Gods. And also one cool thing is here that you can actually sell your cards here at Cardshop Magi. And all they do is they take a small commission fee from your card sale, so it's roughly about 10% you have to give them. But all the cards which have a little small red dot here, they are all cards like provided by private individuals who use Cardshop Magi as like their stage to sell their cards. So this is also a very awesome feature which only Cardshop Magi does. One down point to Cardshop Magi is that you can only sell here as a Japanese citizen, or at least if you live in Japan and have an address in Japan. So this is a small downside, but if you have the possibility to sell, then it's a very good idea to come to Cardshop Magi and actually sell. But guys, if you're just here to buy, it's very easy to buy here, so don't worry about that. So that's actually something you shouldn't do when you come to Akihabara, but yeah, we just had to do it right now. And now guys, we are going back to the station area. I will tell you my final thoughts of today's card hunt, and we will also talk about two places I didn't cover in today's video, but I will definitely tell you a little bit about it and why we didn't go there today. Let's go. Alright guys, so that was Cardshop Magi. What do you think guys? Take a brief moment, let me know in the comment section below what is your first impression of that card shop, because it is without a doubt my favorite card shop here in Akihabara, maybe also in whole Japan. It is the biggest Cardshop Magi I've ever seen, and I really love to go there because, yeah, you have seen the Bandai Gate Guardian, for example. They had an LOB North American first edition booster box just laying around there in their inventory. It's absolutely crazy. And the cool thing also is that Cardshop Magi has the most Asian English Ultimate Rares and Asian English cards in general. If you're not into Asian English cards yet, you should definitely subscribe to the channel, because I will cover a lot of Asian English topics on my channel, and then you will find out why these Asian English Ultimate Rares are the most valuable cards in whole Yu-Gi-Oh! At least when talking about Ultimate Rares, guys. And guys, we are now almost at the end of the video. There's just a few more sentences I want to say about Card Rush and also Dragon Star, which are also very close to my current location. So let's at least go to where the card shops are actually at, and give me one more minute to close up this video. Alright guys, and we are now in front of Card Rush and also Dragon Star, and these technically would have been the last two places I really wanted to show in my video. Unfortunately, yeah, it got a little late, so we cannot really go there anymore because they are already closed. But as I've shown you guys, if you watched my last video in Osaka, there was also a Dragon Star and they had the craziest card ever. And it's basically the same thing here in Akihabara. You can also go to Card Rush and Dragon Star here in Japan in Akihabara, and they will have the same stuff. A lot of playable cards, but also a huge collection for collectors. And guys, with all of that being said, the video is coming to an end. I hope you enjoyed this ultimate guide. Every card shop I recommend here in Akihabara is covered in this video. Give me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content, and we will see us very soon in a new video. Your bilingual duelist. Ciao.